welcome to my channel. This is Tracy. I have jackfruit that I planted from seed from a grocery store, Indian market, and I planted these on, let's see, November 12th. This one I knew had 2 seeds in it. Well, to my discovery, this one just popped up, the 3rd one. I have 3 other jackfruit seeds that I have in pots like this from November 12th. And then I have one larger one that I started about a year ago. But this is too much in here. 3, there's not going to be any room for growth. So what I want to do is take these 2 out and reposition the larger one and place them in different containers. I think I'm going to use 2 of these. Yeah. So let me put some holes in this right quick in one of these. And then I'll be right back. That'll give it a little more room to grow. I don't want to take up the time to heat up my soldering tool, so I have a screwdriver. And I'm just going to heat the end and put some holes in this plastic. Just a little quicker than waiting on that tool to heat up, since I was not prepared. I guess that should be enough. So let's start over. Set this inside there to catch the water. And I have brown paper and a little bit of, this is Oasis water sponge, water for live plants. And I have this because I'll show you what I'll be doing with some of it that I cut. But I'm not going to waste, so I'm just putting it in here. Putting some in here. Can't hurt. Now let's put a little soil at the bottom. And I've moistened this soil. Just a little bit to cover the paper. And sponge. Foam. I think it's foam. Just a little bit for right now. Now, let's loosen this soil, and I'll hold on to them. And I just watered this too so that the soil will be moist. Flip her over and get these out of here. Okay, see all the roots? Flip her over. Still dry. I didn't water it too much. And let's separate these. This big one I want to put back in the round pot. I'll just sit it there for now. Nope, I don't have anything at the bottom. Hold on. Let me empty that in there. Oh, and then I'll just sit that there for now. So I want to separate this new one from this medium-sized one. And it has quite a few roots. Wow. I didn't even know that was down in there. Set that there. Put a little more water in here. And stick this in the middle. And add more soil. That might even need to go a little deeper. Hold on. There we go. Yes, I'm making a mess. All right, let's pack that down. So we got good contact. And leave a little room at the lip. Okay, there's one. Now let's get this bigger one back into some soil. And I might have to moisten some more soil. Just enough for this pot. Compact that down, and there's the first one. The second one. Let me rinse my hands right quick. Okay, let's push these aside a little bit. And now for this seed that I just found that germinated, I rinsed it off a little bit, quite a bit. I'm gonna rinse it a little bit more and get off as much soil as I can. Now this shell has softened up. I'm just going to try and take a little bit of it off. There we go. If I could get it off, that'll be a lot better. So all these were planted on November 12th, and this one stayed dormant for a long time because all the others are this tall, this big. That was the smallest one, and I just noticed this 2 days ago. I'm not going to mess with it too much because I definitely don't want to put it into shock. I'm just taking off what I can. I'm not going to force anything off because eventually it will fall off. Let's just get those roots cleaned up pretty good. Get most of the dirt off. And what I'm going to do with this one is grow it in water. I'm going to attempt to grow it in water. Let me stop picking with it. So I have some oasis here, which is the stuff that I showed you here that I put in the pot. This is foam for live plants. I've soaked this, and what I'm going to do is place a hole in the middle of this. And I just have a dowel, whatever it is, a stick, and I'm going to push through. Push all the way through, like that. Now I'm going to attempt, I might have to make this hole a little bigger, to put the roots in this hole. And I don't want to force them, but I want to see if I can get it in this hole. If not, I'll make it a little bit bigger. Made it through. So the plant can sit on top of the oasis foam. And I'm going to use this jar. You can use whatever you want. I was going to use this mason jar, but it's not enough room. The roots are too tall for that. And I'm just going to fill it with water and let those roots sit in the water. Leave a little air for the air roots, a little space, and see what that does. And the reason I'm doing it this way, another experiment, I found another, what is this seed? Jackfruit seed in some soil that I thought it hadn't germinated. Well, I found it down in the bottom of the soil and it had some roots on it. So I did that with this experiment right here. Now I had different type of foam. This is not the correct type of foam. This is a regular foam. But it had the roots and I put them in this water. And this is a lychee seed. I don't know if that's going to sprout or not. Now I did this. So this is a jackfruit that I planted on 11/12. I put it in water on 2/10 after I discovered it in some soil. Now that lychee may or may not. So I just placed that in there also. So there you have it. I'll keep you updated, see how that goes. And I'll take these two. I think I'm going to put this one in a little bit taller. It's wide, but it's not tall enough. I think I'm going to put this in a taller one, and I won't do it on this video. I think so, because the seed is sticking up, and I want to at least cover that seed. Okay, thank you for watching. Clean up my mess. Happy growing. I appreciate y'all. Hit that like button. Tell me what you think and what you think about this method. I saw someone on YouTube do this, and I did not save the video, and I could not find her again. But I remembered kind of what she did, and we're going to see. This one didn't have those little buds on, those little sprouts. You see those sprouts? And so it's starting to sprout up a little more. Thank you so much. Be the light you want to receive, and we'll see you soon. Peace and love. Toodles.